Hey, how are you doing today? How is strolling so important when you are in menopause? Denise Wellick-Peterson, Hormone Bootcamp. That's exactly what we're going to talk about right now. So, strolling. When I first introduced this idea of strolling, I had to really define it, and I had to really go into toning people back, right? So first of all, what is a stroll? A stroll is a nice little walk down the block. You are not breathing heavy. You are not walking fast. You are not pumping your arms. If you're on a treadmill, you're going between 2.8 and 3.2 miles per hour. This is not fast. This is not your cardio. This is a stroll. Now, why is a stroll so important? Well, first of all, it's just to help you get more steps. We want to get our 10,000 steps or as close to it as possible, set a reasonable goal for you, right? But we don't want to do it in this cardio stressful fashion. We don't want to raise our cortisol. The point of a stroll is to help reduce our stress level, reduce our cortisol, right? And we do this by going for a walk, slowly, just getting our steps in, using up the cortisol that's in our system, right? Now, if you are outside, I want you to think that this is a pace you would be walking if you were walking with a new walker, like a 2-year-old. Right? Or a very old dog that likes to stop and smell all the flowers. You're in no hurry to get anywhere. You've got all kinds of time. You're just out enjoying the fresh air. You're just getting some vitamin D. You're just having some connection with this toddler or this dog or your honey as you're going around the block, right? It's just to get some steps in. If you want to double down on the stress reduction aspect of the stroll, go barefoot in nature. There's magic in the dirt. There's magic in the sand. There's magic in the ocean, by the way. So it's just diffusing stress, reducing cortisol, right? This is a huge, huge thing in menopause. And cortisol in menopause is the number one dial mover. If you've got too much cortisol floating around your system, it doesn't matter how heavy you lift, it doesn't matter how fast you go, the overwhelming amount of cortisol is going to help you store fat because stress in your body means you're going to die, right? A lion is chasing you. Nothing else can happen. We're not digesting. We're not using fat stores. We have to have quick energy to get away from the lion so we do not die. So we need to reduce this stress reaction we're having in our body. And by the time the average 50-year-old gets to 50, they have 50 times more cortisol in their body than the average 30-year-old. So we need to reduce the stress by any means possible. Let's see, double down, vitamin D, walk with toddlers. There you go. Those are the big tips. Get them most days. You could go for a stroll 7 days a week. Right? Up to an hour at a time. Remember, keep it slow. Just as a heads up, I also put out today a workbook, The Ultimate Guide to Carb Cycling and Fasting. It's totally free. In it, you're going to learn, first of all, how your menstrual cycle works or your hormone cycle, even if you're not having any bleeding anymore. You're going to learn about the 4 different women you are throughout the body or throughout the month. I'll let you in on the secrets of carb cycling and fasting for women. We're going to learn the best times to carb cycle and the best times to fast. And included in the workbook is a sample meal plan and a calendar so you can sync your cycle to the protocols. So be sure you check that out. It's on my website, nowgetgoing.com. It's the ultimate guide. Have a most fantastic afternoon. On Friday at the Lunchtime Live, we are going to be talking about the importance of 30-minute workouts in menopause and why that time limit is so darn important.